Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got a Lumia update for you guys. It's been a little bit since I covered Lumia on my channel, and they got a big update. So I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. Alright, today we're going to be covering Lumia. They have a big major update, especially for any of you out there who have purchased some of the Lumia nodes. So let's jump into it here. Alright, so the token currently is called Orion. It's an Orion token. It's on all major exchanges out there, Coinbase, Binance, and so on. Once the actual merger happens with Lumia, this will become the Lumia token, and basically the new supply that they're going to be adding, they're going to be doubling the supply of Orion, is all going to go to the community, and 50% of that supply is going to go to the Lumia node owners. And these are the Hypernodes, and I'm going to get into that here because they are doing a major update with the Lumia nodes. So if you've purchased any of those nodes, or if you're thinking about purchasing any of those nodes, you need to be aware of this, because this is going to affect your nodes if you decide to purchase them or if you're holding them. So let's jump into that here. So if we go on their X page here and we go about this post, they just did a post yesterday, and it says, to our incredible community, we extend our deepest gratitude for the overwhelming support in our first ever real world asset Hypernode sale. We've reached our milestone faster than anticipated, successfully blending RWA, DeFi, and DePIN technologies and decentralizing our ecosystem. So we're going to read through this because this is really important to any of you out there who have purchased the nodes, or if you're thinking about purchasing the nodes. So as a result of reaching the milestone early, they sold half of their nodes. They're at like 28,000 something. The total supply is 50,000. They reached that earlier than they had initially thought they were going to. So they're saying as a result, they're excited to propose their first ever governance proposal, and they're going to do a vote on this, the Genesis node airdrop. This proposal aims to reward our early node operator by airdropping the remaining unsold nodes to those who have already purchased nodes, accelerating the growth of the network. So with there's 28,000 some nodes that are sold. So a little over, I think, 21,000 nodes are potentially going to be airdropped to the node owners. So you're not guaranteed to get one right now, but it's almost a one-to-one airdrop. And if you do certain things in here that we're going to get into, it's going to increase your odds of getting a node in the airdrop if this proposal vote goes through. And I think it likely will, but I could be wrong. But I think people are going to vote towards this, and it would end the node sale. So we'll get into that here. So basically they're saying here, if the proposal passes, which I think it will, there's a possibility that it doesn't, but if it does, it would conclude the node sale entirely. So they would end the node sale, and it would ensure that more of the allocated rewards go to the early supporters and existing purchasers. The Lumia Foundation is eager to put this decision into the hands of the community. Your vote will determine the next steps. So if you own a node, you will be able to vote on this proposal, allowing us to potentially close the sale with an exciting initiative. The new Lumia token supply is exclusive for the community. 50% will be allocated to Lumia airdrops and incentives for the community. The other 50% is reserved for rewards for those who acquired the node technology, crucial for decentralizing the Lumia network. They propose to end the node sale and an airdrop all remaining unsold nodes to the node operators who delegate to the Data Availability Committee, or the DAC, for a period of 12 or 24 months after the token swap. So this is after the Orion token becomes Lumia. So if you lock your delegate your DAC Data Available Committee, if you lock your node in the DAC for a period of 12 or 24 months, you will qualify for that node airdrop. Mark your calendars. The governance vote on this proposal begins at 12 p.m. UTC on August 28th. So that's actually today. They're going to do a vote on that. And the vote will end on September 4th. So you'll have, a few days to vote on this. Node operators who choose the 24-month delegation, so if you lock your node up for 24 months in the DAC, you will receive double the weight of the airdrop nodes compared to those opting for a 12-month delegation. Node owners who do not participate in the delegation will not qualify for the Genesis node airdrop. So if you do not lock your node up in the DAC, you will not qualify for the airdrop. So I'll read the rest of this and then I'll explain kind of how my understanding of this is going to work if you lock your node up, because there will be there will be some sort of penalty for you for locking that node up, but there's also a reward. So there's two ways of looking at it, and I want you to make an informed decision on this. And I'm going to have to get clarification for some of this for sure, but I'll give you my understanding of it currently. So option 1, approve the Genesis node airdrop. That's option 1 in the vote, and the ending node sale, we're rewarding early node operators who delegate for 12 or 24 months. Option 2 is if you disapprove of the airdrop, then they would just continue on as is and continue on with the node sale. If the proposal is approved, the Lumia Foundation will lock the rewards up upon the vote's conclusion, setting a timer for either 12 or 24 months based on the delegation period chosen by the node owners. Stay tuned for more updates from Lumia's official channels. We are committed to transparency and empowering the community and shaping the future of decentralized finance and real-world asset integration. They want to thank the community members for your continued support. So I'm going to read, there's an article about this, so we can go to the article, and I'll try to leave a link for this article in the description below so you can read about this. So if we go to this article here, they're going to get into more details about this. So this is critical on reading all the details on this to help you make an informed decision on whether you want to participate in this or not. So reading through this proposal here, if you read, it says basically how will users receive the airdrop. This is kind of important. It says node owners will receive their Genesis node airdrop locked, able to use as node owned liquidity for maximum capital efficiency, and will be viewable on their dashboard after the airdrop date, which will be determined at a later time. So they do not announce in here when that airdrop is, so that's kind of critical. Is it a month from now? Is it 6 months from now? That's important because you're locking your node up in this pool. If you lock your node up in the DAC, you're not going to be able to use the rewards that are earned from that node during the lockup period. And my understanding here, it says that we'll receive their Genesis node airdrop locked. So my understanding of that is when you receive your node airdropped, it will also be locked. So we need to confirm that with the team, whether that's true or not. If that's going to be locked, that's also a concern because, basically if you're locking up your tokens for 12 to 24 months, the bull run could potentially be over and you won't have any tokens during this. So it's kind of a, do I really want to do this type of thing? If you have several nodes like I do, I may lock up a few of them and then leave the rest for liquidity so I can cash out during this cycle here. I may do like a few at the 12 month and a few at the 24 month and then leave the rest of my nodes so I still generate my tokens throughout this time. I'm definitely not going to lock up all of my tokens. I think that would be absolutely foolish because the rewards you can make off of these tokens during this cycle are critical. It would be, to me, more beneficial than potentially the rewards of having earned more tokens by getting more nodes and having it locked up. You are earning more interest on those tokens. You're earning more tokens while you're locked up in the DAC. You get a certain percentage more, but you're not able to cash out while it's locked up. So that's the other side of it. I want to be able to cash out the majority of my tokens during this cycle and then leave some for the next cycle, which you're still going to be accumulating tokens during the next bear cycle for the next bull run. And depending on how Lumia does, you could potentially do really well next bull run. We don't know. So think about that when you're trying to make a decision on this. That's definitely something that you want to consider. I would highly recommend that you jump in their Telegram if they have a Telegram group. I think they do, in their Discord, and ask more questions to make an informed decision on this. But I want you guys aware of this. But potentially, if you think about it, if you want to do a long term, because these nodes are going to be generating tokens for like 10 or 20 years, something in that range here. If you're looking for a long-term, really long-term strategy with these, you could potentially pick up a node right now and lock it up for that 10 or 12 or 24 months and potentially earn one or more free nodes almost guaranteed by locking your node up. Especially if you lock it up in the 24-month, you're pretty much guaranteed to get a node or 2 or 3 or 4, depending on how many people lock up their nodes for free if you locked it up in that 24-month period. So might not be a terrible idea if you're thinking about having a long-term strategy with this, where you purchase one and lock it up, where you could get more nodes for free from this airdrop if this proposal passes. So keep that in mind. It's another thing, but it's something to think about if you're looking for a long-term strategy. I might do 1 or 2 of each just so I can get some free nodes, because I do want something for long-term, but I also want something for short-term that I'm not going to lock my nodes up, for all of that for sure. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it right now, just to give you guys my thoughts on this. So if you go to their node page here, and I'll leave the link for the node sale in the description below if you want to. You can use my code. It's DCADCA. If you want to purchase a node, you do need a code to purchase it. I would appreciate if you use my code. I think I do get some commission for that, so it does help me out if you use my code, but you need a code. And my code is simple. It's DCADCA, all one word, DCADCA, if you guys want to use that. So right now, the nodes basically here, there's 28,000 nodes sold, and there's 28 left at the current price. If you go to buy a node, right now the nodes are 4,000 USDT, so they are quite pricey compared to when they first launched. I think they launched at either $1,000 or $1,500, so the price has gone up quite a bit on these since they first launched. So there's different ways that you can use your node if you want extra. You're still generating the tokens daily with these nodes, but if you want extra rewards from them, you can delegate them, and that is part of the DAC. You can delegate them. They have you can run a DNLP node, you can run a DAC node, or you can delegate to a DNLP node here. So they're still waiting for more details on all of this. But you do get the daily rewards regardless, just by owning it, and you can get participation rewards by, and you can also get ecosystem rewards and partner airdrops and enhanced staking rewards. So node owners can decide to delegate to a master DNLP or DAC node, or stake all in a fixed staking position. In return, they earn part of the delegation pool and rewards, which can be withdrawn when the delegation period ends. So there are different time periods for locking these up if you're interested in doing that to earn more rewards. They got a ton of partners. I think this project is going to do extremely well. I've partnered with Avalanche, Arbitrum, QuickSwap, Near Protocol, AirSwap, Binance, KuCoin, BNB, Lumia, Polygon, 1inch, OKX, and so on. So this project is a major project, and when they do the upgrade to the Lumia token, it will automatically be on Binance and Coinbase as well. So it's on all the major exchanges already once the merger happens and it goes from Orion to Lumia. So that's the update with Lumia, guys. Right now I'm not delegating any of my nodes because I want to keep my nodes liquid. I might lock up a couple of them in the DAC to earn some free nodes. But remember, that is a long-term commitment, and you cannot cash out your Lumia tokens if they're locked up in that DAC, is my understanding of it. So still trying to get more information on that, but like I said, I may do a few just to get the free nodes, just for part of it for the long-term benefit of it, so I get more for later on. But that's pretty much what I got for this video, guys. If you're interested in picking up one of these nodes, you can use the link in the description below, but I highly recommend reading through that article that they have posted, the Medium article about the governance for this and voting proposal, because it is important if you own any of these nodes or if you're considering buying any of these nodes. So check that out, guys. But I would appreciate if you guys subscribe to my channel. That's all I've got for this video, guys. Please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and we'll see you on the next video.